Recent comments about autism made by the United States Secretary of Health and Human Services, Robert F. Kennedy Jr., are drawing concerns from advocates and professionals. Among them is Maggie Moore, Executive Director at Hope Network Center for Autism here in Grand Rapids, who has worked in the field for more than 20 years. Kennedy's comments made during an address last Thursday included a claim that autism is a preventable disease and suggested that people with autism may never play baseball, date, or even hold jobs. He also referenced a government-led research effort into the cause of autism and its increasing diagnosis rates. Moore said Kennedy's remarks don't reflect the reality she's seen throughout her career.
It was hard to hear because that has not been my experience. I have been working in this field for over 20 years. I've been with Hope Network for about 7 years, and I have seen many individuals be successful with support throughout their journeys. We have colleagues, I've had former colleagues that all work here, and they do pay their taxes, and they also have a diagnosis. It was surprising and does not line up with what my experience and background has been.
What does this type of comment do to people with autism and their loved ones who try to dispel the stigma associated with the disorder?
I mean, I think it's put us back many, many, many years. I think we've done a lot as a community and as a field to help grow acceptance and help those that need our support and help them to be as successful as they want to be. And I think that there's been a lot of progress over the years, and I do think that this pushes us back from progress. There was a lot of misinformation that was given, which is really disappointing.
Talk a little bit about the spectrum of autism. Some folks are highly functional, while some are more severe.
Yeah, so the autism spectrum disorder is just that. It's a spectrum. You will have individuals who are more mildly impacted and those who may have much greater challenges. So it's a wide range. Oftentimes for newly diagnosed individuals that are on the more severe side of the spectrum, they are going to struggle with communication, with social skills, with challenges that are associating to their communication that might result in challenging behaviors. You might have repetitive and repeative interests on those, but there are a lot of treatment options out there to help support individuals to grow those skills and help remediate those challenges that they're facing.
And I forget to add the second part of the question. A blanket statement like what RFK did say can be harmful to the wider scope of the spectrum and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, so there's a lot that we do here at Hope Network to help individuals reach their the potential that they would like to do, and it's something that I have spent my career doing, is helping to have the community at whole accept the diagnosis and accept individuals that are on the spectrum and help them to reach whatever potential they would like to reach.
If you're able, explain what the majority of scientists believe about the root cause of autism.
Well, I mean, I think that it's very easy to find that there is no true known cause of autism, but there is a lot of data in science behind that there is some genetic component. And so there's research that show in identical twin studies that you will have, if you have two twins that are identical, so near identical genetics, if one has autism, it's more probable and more likely for that other individual to have autism, but not 100%. And so it's not 100% genetic, like there's got to be other components in it, but there is belief that there is a genetic component to it. You'll see families with multiple individuals within their family line that have autism. So that's one component that we do have data behind, but there's not a true one known cause of autism at this time.
It's been a quiet day, so I'm a little tired.
Yeah.
And like you kind of mentioned, it's genetic. So if a couple is trying to have a kid, one parent is on the spectrum and one's not, there's still I don't want to use the word elevated chance, but there is a chance that their kid could be on the spectrum, right?
Possibly.
Okay.
Yeah. So yes, there is that, greater likelihood when you have multiple family members that are on the spectrum that there might be additional individuals on the spectrum in that family line. I think that we've made it seem very scary, and there's actually a lot out there to help and support families, and I think the focus really needs to be on learning more about the diagnosis, but also accepting the diagnosis and providing support and coping mechanisms for those that are diagnosed, but also those family members to help support that individual.
Above all else, Moore emphasizes that each person on the spectrum is unique, and understanding that will help create a more inclusive world. April is Autism Awareness Month. The Hope Network has an event this Thursday in celebration. It's the annual Bridge Walk for Autism and Sensory Friendly Museum Night in Grand Rapids. You can find all of those details on the Hope Network website.